of the things we want and have been trying to get with great opposition is the voting machines to be secured all across the state of Georgia, because massive evidence of the shaving of votes and the flipping of votes from Trump to Biden exists in those machines, except to the extent they've been erasing things and destroying evidence as fast as they can do it. I have in my office right now a huge bag of shredded ballots. I can't wait to see what that discloses. And there are more on the way. Cobb County, Gwinnett County.
Where do you get the shredded ballots from? Who turns those over to you?
Citizens are out there watching and observing everything. The people of America are not going to allow our president to be defeated by fraudulent election mechanisms. And these people have used every manner and means of voter fraud you can imagine. It was heavily coordinated. It was heavily funded. And they now have 25 lawyers or so lined up against us, our little ragtag team of misfit toys that are trying to fight for truth and justice for the American people.
Well, you know, your ragtag team has some pretty impressive folks on it, including some real high-tech security experts and cybersecurity experts. Colonel Waldron had spelled out that he had been able to somewhat reverse engineer, and white hat hackers had been able to see that votes had gone overseas. Do you have that proof to present to a court?
Yes, we have scads of evidence. We have statistical evidence. We have mathematical impossibilities. It's simply impossible for hundreds of thousands of votes to suddenly accrue to Mr. Biden. You have that incident on tape, which is abject evidence of fraud. Nobody hides ballots under a table. Mr. Raffensperger was flat out lying. Anybody who can read body language can tell that. There should be a criminal investigation of his and his deputy secretary's finances around the time of the $107 million Dominion contract that was suddenly awarded in Georgia when they didn't need a new system. The whole thing stinks to high heaven. You know, they lied to get rid of the observers in the State Farm Center that night. Then they pull out the ballots they had segregated under the table that's just happened to turn out 98% for Biden. Yes, right. There's no reason to lie to begin with to get rid of everyone and pull ballots out from under a table that run 98% or better for Biden if you're not committing fraud. You certainly don't run the same stack of ballots through the machine twice, but that's what they do when they want to generate massive amount of votes that they already know accrue for Biden because they were that way. Those were probably the pristine ballots that were all pre-marked for Biden by a machine. It's such flagrant evidence of fraud throughout this case